This is Sherry Henry, teacher candidate, doing a resource room for second grade. The first part of the video is actually a Zoom meeting recorded earlier for them to watch before coming to their Zoom meeting. Merged onto it is the second video. It is actually face-to-face students in the resource room doing the same lesson and having an assessment of that lesson. I hope you enjoy. Okay, boys and girls, good afternoon. I know that we are learning a new concept of regrouping, and I know that several of you are having trouble doing your regrouping. So we're going to work today on learning some past skills that we know to help us understand what we're doing when we talk about moving one over next door or carrying one. So the first activity we're going to do today to remind you what this is all about is we're going to use our hundreds, tens, ones chart to chart a number so you understand what we're doing. The first number we're going to do is 37. 37. Get your whiteboard and your dry erase marker out and write that down for me. 37. Now, look on my chart. The number 37 has two numbers. It is made up of 3 parts of 10. That would be 30 and 7. So 3 tens, 1, 2, 3, and then how many ones would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so I know you guys know how to do that. You guys, that was a first grade skill and you guys had all mastered it. So I know that you understand what we're talking about. So let's take that over to our math problem. Let's do 37 plus 15. All right. Now we have 37 up here, so let's go ahead and add in our 15 to our hundreds chart. So how many tens we would have more would be 1. There's one set of tens in the tens column. And then there are 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. Now, before we walk over here, I want you to look up here in our ones column. How many ones can we have? How many can go in there? There's a certain number that you get to, then you have to put them together to make a new set. So let's count our ones over here because we can only have 9 ones in this column without moving them over. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's a group that we need to move over here. And then how many do we have left over? 2. All right, I'm going to put this right here. So how many sets of 10 do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 sets of 10. So let's check our problem to see if this is the correct answer. So it's our step 1. We come down and we're going to add our 7 and our 5 together. What do we come up with when we get 7 to 5? Take your time, use some strategies to figure out how you're going to figure that out. You can use your number line, you can use your fingers, you can use your hundreds chart. You have all those available in your activity kit I'll give you a few minutes, and then I'm going to help you figure out what we're going to do with that answer. All right, so 7 plus 5 is 12. Now, do we write the 12 down here? No, we don't. What can we put in the ones column? Will we put the 1 there? No, why not? It is 10. It represents 10 pieces of 12. So all we can put in is the 2. And then what will we do with this number 1? That's right, we're going to put it over here. Now why do we put it over there? It's now in the what? The tens column. Alright, so now we're going to put that down there and then this up here, and now we're going to do step 3. Step 2, we're going to add 1 plus 3 plus 1. We can't forget to add this number. That's why I start with it first. I always remember that if I have a number up here, I need to add it together first. So first I'm going to add 1 plus 3, which is 4, and then 4 plus 1 is 5. Do we have the same answer? Yes, we do. 52. Look at that. That's not so hard. Let's practice using our addition bricks. You have your cubes. I want you to get out 40 of your cubes. And we're going to work a couple problems with those. Open your math journal to your brick addition pages. Remember, we don't write on these, we only use our bricks to show what we're doing. And it's kind of like our chart over here. It helps us to know what we're doing, okay? So here's our problem. It's right there. Here's our line. All right, so in our brick addition, I want you to work out the problem 29 plus 17. All right, so over here, we're going to put how many sets of 10? 2. 2 bricks of 10 on this side. Do you have that? And then you're going to put 1 brick of 10 down here. And now let's look at our ones. We have 9. Nine ones. You're going to need to get out 50 cubes. We have 9 ones, and then we have 7 ones. All right, so.
Hey, is she here today?
She left early today.
Okay, all right, I'll talk to her later.
All right. Pardon the interruption, boys and girls. So, let's look at this on your chart. This is what your chart should look like. Miss Henry is going to try to get these up there for you so that you can see what yours should look like. So, I have 1 set, and I have how many on this top? I have 2 sets. And then I have 9 sets. and then I have 7. Alright, so first of all, let's look at our bricks in the ones columns. 9 plus 7. We know if we have 9 that we're going to need to take 1 from the set down here to make 10. And we're going to need to move it over here to add it to our 10s. So how many? Sorry guys. How many are we going to add? Oh, I am so sorry, boys and girls. All right, let's get it done this time. There. All right, so when we added that up, we knew that it came to 16. So we should have 6 cubes left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And down here, in our answer column, will be a 6 on this side. So now we're going to come over here and count how many 10s sets we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sets of 10. All right? Does that make sense now, boys and girls? The reason we are carrying is because we made a set of 10, and 10s can't go in the ones column. They have to go over to the 10s column, and we have to add them in. Okay? Let's do some more practice. I'll put some other problems up on the board for you. And let's work them together. Okay, so now let's do a new problem. Let's do 19 plus 23. So how is that going to look? How is that going to look? We know for sure that we're going to have 1 set of 10 on this side, and we're going to have 9 over here. That's 1 set of 10 and 9, which is 19. Over here, we're going to have 2 sets of 10. 1 and my tape is not cooperating today. Here we go. And 2. How many 1s do we have down here? We have 3. So let's put 3 1s over here. So the first thing we're going to do is work on our 1s column, because we have to make sure we only have 9 total. Otherwise, we need to move a group over to the 10s. So we know this is 9, and there's 3, so we're going to have to take 9 minus 3 equals 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A set of 10 that needs to go up here, because it is going over to 9 plus 3 is 12. Excuse me, boys and girls, you're right. So we have a set to add to our 10s, and we have how many left? We have 2 left. So we're going to, in our column down here, because we knew that 9 plus 3 equals 12, And we moved our 1 over here. We're going to come over now and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of 10. And then that's what we have. All right. I'll put another problem up on the board now. You can use your cubes to solve, or you can work in a way that you find easy for you. So let's do a couple more problems. All right. All right, here we go. Use your whiteboard and your dry erase marker to write this problem down. We have 63 plus 29. 63 plus 29. Step 1, here we go. We're adding the ones together. 9 plus 3 is 12. We are going to take the 1 from the 12s column and put it down here below. And we have this left over that needs to go next door and add to the 10s column. All right, so now we're going to add our 10s column together. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. So your answer was 92. 92.
Awesome.
All right. So on your paper, you have the way we were going over these problems earlier or last week. And we're going to go over that very first one at the top of the page. We've got 45 plus 38. Okay, so it shows you step 1. What are we going to do? We're going to add 5 to
8.
because this is our ones column, right? We always start with our ones column. So tell me, what is 5 plus 8? What's 5 plus 8? Raise your hand if you get the answer. If you need the marker to work it out on your desk, do that. Brody?
8.
5 plus 8 more.
13.
Raise your hand, Amari, remember?
13.
13. So our answer was 13. Now we've got to decide what to do with this 13. Do we put it all down here?
No.
No.
You put the 1 up
All right.
on the top.
So
and then
which one is the
4.
1 in the 13?
3.
The 3. So the 3 is going to go down here in the basement. And the 1 is going to go where?
Up top.
Up top. We'll
And
call it the
Santa's
attic.
place.
This is our house. It's our house. We got people in the attic. We got people on the second floor. People on the first floor. And there's somebody in the basement now because guess what? There is a party in the basement later. And what we have to figure out is how many people are coming to the party, right? So now we got step 1 done. We're going to come over here, do step 2. So now we have in our tens column 1, 4, and 3. So that's just like adding 3 digits together. Where would we start? Amari, where would we start?
It's yes.
Well, we did start on the ones, but now we've moved over to the tens column, and we're adding these 3 numbers together, right? So 1 plus 4 is 5. And I kind of like to, if I can't remember it in my head, I give a little bitty write the answer right here, just to keep it fresh. And then I need to know that I've got to add this number to that number. So what is 5 plus 3? Josie? 5 plus 3 more.
13. 3.
2 more.
1,
Okay. No, I'm sorry, you're right, it is 3. No. What do you have, Brian?
1, 2, 3,
Brody.
4, 5, 6,
5 plus
8.
5 plus 3.
Eight.
Josie.
8.
8. So, how many people are in the party?
83.
83, that's right. Alright, also on your paper, you're going to come across a problem like this. Alright, let's say we've got 52 plus 17. What is 2 plus 7? 2 plus 7. Somebody work that out.
2 plus
Mm-hmm. Okay,
9.
9. Alright, our answer is 9. Are there any ones?
Oh, one more race.
Hold on, I'll get you one. Are there any ones in this number right here? There's only ones. There's no 10 to carry over, is there? So just because you see a box,
No, she got
just because you see a box on your problem, doesn't always mean you're going to have to put something there. You gotta look at your numbers and add them up, okay? Follow the steps. So we don't carry anything in this problem because 2 plus 7 is just 9. Then we're gonna come over here to our tens column and we're gonna add 5 plus 1. What is 5 plus 1? Amari?
6.
6. And that would be the answer to our problem. Alright, there's another one in there that you're gonna come across. A little bit hinky, a little tricky maybe. And it is alright, 74 plus 34. 4 plus 4 is what? 8. Do we carry anything? Do we have any tens to carry over?
I don't.
Nope.
No.
Just 8. So let's come over here to our tens column and let's add 7 plus 3. What is 7 plus 3?
10.
It's 10. Oh. Where do we put that 10? Do we put the 10 all in this one?
Yeah. 1.
We can't.
No. Put the 1.
There's only one number. That's right. You got it, Amari. You put the 0 in there and you bring the 1 over here. Does it go in this box?
No.
It's not a 10, it's 100, right?
Yes,
So then all we have to do for that one is bring it down. Okay?
108.
Alright, and then the last one I want to show you that might be on there is what's it missing?
Don't.
It's missing it's missing an add-in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's missing.
So we know the answer and we know one of the add-ins. We have to figure out what the other add-in is. What's a way we could do that? Mari, how could we?
7.
This is a 1. We've got 10 plus what equals 30. So we know,
30.
look, we know that we have a 0 here and we have a 0 down here, so the only number that can go right here is what? Because that's what makes 0.
3.
We have a 1 right here and we know the answer is 3. So we have to figure out what number plus 1 equals 3. What do we have to add together to make 3? So this is how I do it. It's kind of subtraction. So I will put my answer up, right? And then I would say, I already know there's 1, so I would take 1 down. What do I have left?
2.
2. So let's see if that's right.
1 plus
Is 1 plus 2 3?
No. Yes.
It is. 1 plus 2 is 3. All right. And then on the back, you're going to have some hundreds to add. And I'll just go ahead and say, I know you guys are so smart, and you are going to get that done easy peasy. Okay?
I'm
So-
good at that.
It's going to be like this. 539 plus 100. So how would we work that? Where would we start, Josie?
So you would start at the 9. I already know the answer for it. It's 9.
Uh-huh.
And then at the other one,
And the
3.
10? Is a 3. 3 plus 0 is 3. And then we'll go over here to the hundreds. We've got 5 plus 1.
6.
So the answer is 639. That's not too hard, is it? All right. Okay. So we're going to get started. Go ahead and look down at the bottom of the page. There are 4 problems on the front, and you're going to turn it over and work some more on the back. Just remember,
You got
some of them
me.
are regrouped, and some of them are not. No, there's nothing there, so we're going to start right here. Okay? Start right here. No, you don't have to do anything, only the ones that are filled in. So we're going to start on the bottom, okay? You can use the marker at your desk. You've got a thing to wipe with. Okay, work quietly. Okay. Before you go too much further, I want to point out, where do we always start when we are working a problem? Do we start over here in the tens column and add?
No.
No, because you're gonna get your problem wrong every time. Always, always start in the ones. Start in the ones. Then you move to the tens, and then if you have a hundreds problem, you move to the hundreds. You work your way back, okay? Good job. Is that another? How did you get 4? 1 plus 3 is 4. Is that where you got that from? Okay, it doesn't go right here. It goes right here. Just put a little one right there. And basically all that does is it's telling you, you've already added it. And this is what it came out with. And then you have to add that one to that one to get your answer, okay? Good job. I think you wanted them on. Let's if we add 5 plus 4 together, what do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 4, count those 10. So what goes down here? Does 9 have any tens to carry? No. So we don't need 1 up here, do we? We'll just erase that 1. Make your cap on your 9. And then we're gonna erase this. And then we add that 1. So now all we're adding is 5 plus 3. 5 plus sure you keep your eye on what you're doing.
Do I have to add the one with the
Yes, add all three of them together, that's right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You are doing good. Take your time, not in a race. I'm just talking about everybody. Not in a race. You're done with that front page, very good. Now let's turn to the next page. On the bottom, there are two that are not filled in. You don't have to do anything with those. You just have to answer the ones that have a problem in it. All of those. Okay. Very good, Josie. What is that supposed to be? It's 10. Okay, let's look at number 10. Look. So, one column, 10 columns. So, what can we put for an answer in one column? Only one. So what is in the one spot right here? Okay, so what goes down the face of the other one? Where you have your one. Yeah, what goes there? And then where does this one go? It goes right there, in the 10th column. Right, and now you're gonna add 1 plus 2 plus 3. Right? You guys are doing really good. I like that you're working it out.